Hey guys, just want to do a quick video and talk about something I was thinking about. The concept of as above, so below. We've all heard it, but what does it mean? What it means is that in this quantum universe, the same concepts, the same things are playing out at multiple levels of reality. So what is going on within me is what is going on within the human collective consciousness, and it's going on at multiple levels within that. So what I want to talk about is the economy and how that relates to the Great Awakening. What is happening in the economy right now and what is happening in the Great Awakening. So with the economy, the way I see it is that the banks, through lending, have been pumping trillions upon trillions of dollars into the U.S. economy of fake money. And what that means is the entire market is fraudulent. And it means the entire market is an illusion. That the value of the dollar is not at all what everybody believes the value of the dollar to be. And that has been manipulated through kind of shoving dollars into the mattress that nobody knows about. All of a sudden the mattress gets really hard and you're like, man, why is this mattress so hard? Well, it's because the banks have been counterfeiting money. So what is coming is not, it's a market correction. The market is so inflated right now, the dollar is so inflated right now that it's just returning to its natural state. So it is not in its natural state right now. And so what that creates is this tension for it to return to its natural state. It's like being attached by a rubber band. The further it goes from its natural state, the more tension there is. And so that's where we're at right now. That rubber band is stretched as tight as it can possibly go. And it's not going to break. So when the dollar is pulled back into its natural state, it'll appear to be a collapse, but what it is a return to reality. And so, as above, so below. And so now we take that and we apply that same concept to the Great Awakening. And spirituality is not learning, it's unlearning. It's breaking all your old bad habits. And learning that you're not fucked up. The world you live in is fucked up. And so what the rapid spiritual awakening is, as I described with the economy, it's when reality around us has gotten so confusing and so distracting that we finally, like our psyches, our higher selves, our super egos, whatever you want to call it, our subconscious self is finally like, fuck this. This is not real. And so it lets go and you have this rapid snapback to reality. And so the sudden change is like waking up. It's Alice in Wonderland. It's all these movies that talk about these people who get drawn into these worlds that are seemingly not real. And it's a journey through their subconscious mind. And what it is them actually bringing their subconscious mind into consciousness. And so for the rest of the world, it seems like you've gone crazy because all of a sudden you're living in this reality that nobody else is living in. And you're able to experience things that nobody else is able to experience because they're still living in that inflated state of ego. And that's what it's become. So the collective ego has become very much like the dollar. Everybody has faith in themselves and themselves alone. And so all that faith in self, it disconnects us from the world around us. And so when we get disconnected from the world around us, we're drawn into illusion. And when we're drawn into illusion, we are easily able to be controlled by the world around us, because that's our reality. The world around us has created our reality, which is all an illusion. That's what all the lies are. That's what we're all seeing through right now, because our subconsciouses are saying, wait a minute, this is bullshit. All of it's bullshit. Like, what has the government ever done for me? And so that's what the Great Awakening is. It's a market correction. It's economics. And you can look back through history and see the same economics playing out time and time again. The revolution was a huge one. It was like, wait a minute, time out. Why are we paying taxes again? We live in our own fucking country, separated by a huge ocean. How do we belong to them again? Like, that is the market correction. That is the return to, it's the return to sanity. It's the return to balance. And so we are living in this giant rat maze that's been created for us. And we believe in it. We believe that we should have to pay for food. We don't even stop to question why society is, why our country has been laid out in such a way where the only way to get food is to buy it. You can't even have chickens in your house because your HOA will kick you out for it. So you have to work to survive. The system is created to keep you working. That's what medicine is. Medicine is there to keep you working so you can keep making money for other people. That's why mental health exists like it does. They want to slap a Band-Aid on you and send you back to work. And then only when you physically can't work anymore, only when you're mentally incapable of it, then they have to pay you to be able to survive. What the fuck is that? Like, why can't I plant a garden instead of a lawn? Why can't I have chickens in my yard? Why can't I be self-sufficient? Why can't people in our neighborhood have restaurants in their garages? Why can't we have societies built within our communities where if a community has a piece of land, someone in the community can stay home to farm it? The kids in the community can make money cutting grass. Like, this is what we're supposed to be. We're not supposed to be this huge global glob of people. Humans are tribal. We can't do this globalism shit. The solution is to start at the local level. The solution is to reduce government to the county level, where all the tax base goes back into the community, so people begin to believe in the system again. So people begin to get to know each other again. Man, if we could just create communities within our neighborhoods where the kids could run around and go to school within the community, where they could learn to farm, where they could learn real skills, and where there's resources available. Man, think about a 100 family community and how many different jobs people have and how many different connections people have. Like, if that community comes together, that community could take over the world. Like, if that community, instead of seeing each other as strangers, leaving for work every day and hearing each other screaming at each other at night and being afraid to let our kids play within our communities, like, all that's doing is letting them win. You see, like, if we just started coming together and leveraging each other's skills and trusting one another and believing in one another, that's how we change the world. We don't have to go and fight the biggest dragon. We don't have to do any of that stuff. We need to start organizing as communities and saying, you know what? Fuck the law. I'm going to open up a little store in my garage. My wife's a really good cook and she's always wanted to open a restaurant. Why don't we do that in our garage? Why don't we do a little renovation and have a place where the community can come together? The dude who likes to have people over, man, why can't he open a bar in his garage and get the guys to come over after work? Like, these are all easy solutions that we can all do. Forget the online businesses, man. Let's start community-based businesses. Let's start community communication. Let's start sharing our opportunities and our strengths and our weaknesses and leveraging each other's experience for help. Like, it's not this grand utopian idea of taking down the system. The system has to be taken down, starting with the individual, working into the family, working into the community. And it needs leaders, man. It needs people who believe in change enough to stand up in their communities and say, hey guys, we need to fucking organize. Because when the shit hits the fan, all we have is each other. And if the community if the community isn't together, if the community is not a family, it's going to fucking cannibalize itself. And it's going to rip itself apart. Man, it's time to circle the wagons. And that's what community is. And so there's going to be a big market correction with the dollar. And that's going to create an even bigger market correction in the human consciousness. And forget gold and silver. Forget prep and supplies. Forget all that stuff. Your salvation is going to be in the community. It's either going to save you or it's going to fucking destroy you. And so, man, to anyone who's even listening anymore, I don't care. Organize within your community. Put the politics aside because the politics is bullshit. All of it's bullshit. Fuck the world news. Fuck everything else. Focus on your people. Focus on your tribe. Because your tribe is the only thing that's going to strengthen you in what's to come. Come together as a community and say, fuck the HOA. Everybody start buying laying hens. Everybody start planting gardens. Let's get a seed bank going for the community, right? Share resources, pool resources. Because if you got 100 families sharing stuff, man, there are things that not everybody has to have. Right? That's what community's about. And so, guys, I love everybody, and we are in the coolest time ever to be alive. Because what's coming has never been seen on this earth before, not in recorded history. We are in the market correction of the planet. Like, as above, so below. This is happening at so many levels, at all levels. And so I love you all. If you resonate with this video, awesome. If you think this video is beneficial, share it, please. It's not about me. It's about the message. I don't give a shit that my face is on this video. The only reason I put my face on this video is so you guys can see my energy when I'm talking. It's got nothing to do with Darren Klutz. Because Darren Klutz is just an avatar, man. He doesn't give a shit about being known, but you know what? The truth is important. And so, like, I love you guys. And that's the only reason I ever talk. So, God bless. Organize. Please organize. That's the best prep you can do. That's the best thing you can do for your family. It's the best thing you can do for your city. And, we're all going to make it through this. And it's either going to be easy if we're prepared for it, or it's going to be really shitty if we're not. So it's all about community. It's all about fuck competition. It's about collaboration right now. And our salvation is going to be in collaboration. So I'm just over here collaborating. If anybody listens, cool. If they don't, your decision. So, love y'all.